The preferences and quotas are for hiring or education, or what form do they take?
They're actually for hiring, for education, for seats in Parliament. But of course, for all those things, you have to have various complementary resources. So it doesn't do you any good if you're somebody out in a little village where you're struggling to make ends meet, that there's a place reserved for you in the medical school, and you'll be lucky if you can make it to high school. Okay. But the thing is for which they create preferences and quotas, not only in India but in other countries around the world, are typically things that the elite would be interested in. College admission, government jobs, seats in Parliament. And for that, you have to have other resources. So what we call untouchables, as if they're one sort of uniform group, is really a collection of many different groups, many of whom are separate from each other and do not intermarry or whatnot. And the ones of the untouchables, there are some who are prosperous for one historical reason or another. And they grab off the lion's share of all these benefits. Mm. And the vast majority of untouchables are completely cut off from these things.
Why should it be that affirmative action should increase the resentment toward untouchables?
Because if there are 100 jobs there, and 3 of them have been set aside for and 3 untouchables are actually able to make use of the set-asides for them, then everybody who lost a job will say he would have been hired if it only been the untouchables hadn't grabbed these. Mm. Now there may be 50 people seething with anger at not having gotten these 3 jobs, but had there been no untouchables, 47 of them wouldn't have gotten the jobs anyway.
I see.
And so you create a resentment out of all proportion to the actual benefits that have been transferred.
Would you go so far as to argue that the untouchables themselves would have been better off had India never instituted affirmative action programs?
It's a tough one, but I would lean towards saying yes.
On what basis?
On the basis that so few of them have gotten anything at all, and all of them have suffered from the backlash.
I see. All right.